Welcome to the Pickleball Recovery Podcast, where we highlight products and practices to help you feel better faster, so you can spend less time stiff, sore, and injured, and more time on the court doing what you love. This podcast is sponsored by Zamst. Zamst reinforces and protects athletes by providing premium technical products in the form of athletic braces and supports derived from innovative materials, designs, and manufacturing processes for the ankle, knee, elbow, and more. Find out more about these high-quality products built to prevent injury, improve performance, and ultimately help you spend more time on the court at www.zamst.us. And use the code PBR to save 15%. What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Pickleball Recovery. I'm your host, Tim Ringgold. How you doing? Playing any pickleball today? I know it's like winter and stuff. At the time of this recording, it's January 2024, and not a lot of pickle can be played in too many places. I'm not going to tell you what the temperature is like here because you'll probably get annoyed with me, but it's cold for us Californians today. Oh, but that's not why you tuned in. You didn't tune in for a weather report. You tuned in because you saw that this is an episode with one of the coolest senior pros out there, Ms. Anna Shirley. Yep. She is awesome. If you have not met Anna yet, find her at a tournament near you. She's just the best. She's just a great personality, very outgoing, no ego, even though she's a top senior pro female, like wins all the time, top of the game, right? And yet you would never know because she's just totally relatable, down to earth, fun, playful. Anna's like all the things that's right with pickleball. I guess that's the best way to describe her. And so we went, knee deep into her process. What are her routines starting from when she wakes up in the morning? And I can't impress upon you how important that thought is. From when you wake up in the morning, your recovery begins, because you have so many opportunities to set your body up for optimum performance during the day, right out of the gate. And when people ask me what my morning routine is, I'm like, well, how much time do you have? Because we can go deep on this. Anna's the same way. So we had a super fun time at her club, kind of talking about these things. And so sit back, relax, enjoy the ride, and I'll see you on the other side. Anna Shirley, welcome to Pickleball Recovery.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
We are slumming it here at the Beach Club in Santa Monica, where you are a member, and we just played some windy pickleball.
Yes, we did, and we didn't hurt ourselves.
That's right. We're still in one piece. We all definitely lunged and reached for many a ball that we thought was going to get closer to us than it really did, though. But we are amidst the palm trees, and it is a beautiful, beautiful winter day. This is the kind of day where my friends who don't live here hate me. Because they'll be like, what's the weather like? And I'm like, oh, you guys have storms? What is going on? There's a national blizzard right now, and it's probably 65, sunny here. This is the kind of day where we earn our mortgage.
Yeah, exactly.
Because my friends are like, oh, I'd like to live where you live. I'd like, you can have my mortgage. How about that? But alas, we are hanging out, and we're going to talk today about what it is that you like to do to keep your classic car looking and running so well, as we were joking beforehand about what it's like to be a senior pro and how the body, and I gave the analogy about the car and the driver, right? The car is the body and the driver is the mind.
Yes.
And how in our bracket, like, both matter. And we got to take care of both because this is the most expensive piece of equipment we own, right? Oh, my
goodness, it's a lot different now than when I was 20, as I told to you, that I was able to go out with my friends drinking. Then you go to Denny's and
always Denny's.
Get to bed at like 2:30, and then I could get up at 6:30 and go run 6 miles with my girlfriends. And now I could not do that.
No. 2:30 a.m. is like the midnight, like, Well, that's never mind, folks. It's almost too much information. But let's just say I've been all ready to bed by long before that at this stage, right?
Me too. Me too.
So, let's talk about a little bit about just your background as an athlete. Like, what'd you play growing up, and when did you discover pickle?
Growing up, I played paddle tennis and volleyball, and my mom put me in all different sports like softball, soccer.
Yeah.
I did baseball.
Okay.
And then I played junior tennis.
Okay.
And so I was a ranked junior player.
Nice.
And then always played paddle tennis too, but that wasn't as big as tennis. They had some tournaments, but the person farthest away was like, Malibu to Venice.
Oh, wow.
So there wasn't, a lot of people playing paddle tennis, but it was a lot of fun.
Got it.
The tournaments. And then, I played in college at UNLV.
Okay.
And then after that, I just only played paddle tennis.
Got it.
And then my mom was actually, my mom, who is now 95, played pickleball.
No kidding.
And yes, and she's national champion. And
let's go.
Yeah, she and like 88 years old.
What?
And yeah, she was an incredible athlete. She in her own right just was active surfing still at 88.
Stop it.
Jumped out of a plane onto the beach club on 4th of July when she was 80. Gosh, I don't even know, 85, I think. And she was tried out for the Olympics 2 times in the pentathlon, and sadly did not make the team. But
Still.
she's an incredible athlete. She's my idol, and I never really realized, because she was my mom,
right,
how incredibly fit she was, and athletic, and coordinated, and everything. And I think it's when I was like 23. Do you remember aerobics?
Of course.
Okay. Well, my mom used to go to aerobics all the time. And that was like a warm-up for her in the morning.
Oh, my gosh.
And so sometimes I would go and join her. And I remember, I'm in my at the very end, they tell you they have you doing arms.
Okay.
And the instructor says, if you want to make it harder, you can use dumbbells, and nobody goes to get the dumbbells except for my mom, who's like 35 years older than all of us, and she goes and grabs the dumbbells, and she's in the front going up and down, and I'm in the back dying, going, oh my gosh, like she really is incredible.
That's my mom.
I was very impressed with her that day.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What a great story. Wow. All right. Well, that's like what pedigree, right? Like what DNA there. And it's so inspiring, because I was just on the phone with somebody today, and she was just saying how inspired she was by the podcast, because, for those of us who get to middle age, a lot of the times we think our best years as an athlete might be behind us. Mm-hmm. And if there's one thing I've taken away from pickleball, is that my best years could be ahead of me in a sport.
Absolutely.
And that's to hear that your mom was national champion at how old?
Oh, she's in her 80s.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Very cool.
Might have been 90, because then there's less people in the the pickleball draw. I think she did play singles one time in the 90s, and I think there was only 2 ladies in it.
Still.
And they put her down into the 85s or something, and she still did really well. But she was like, they're younger than me. They were younger. The ladies are like 88 playing against my mom.
She's
so
mad.
funny.
They dropped me down with the youngsters.
to the young 85-year-olds.
The whippersnappers. You should see the way they can still move.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom. That's amazing. So pickleball's been around for you for a while now.
Well, you know what? I don't know if you know Hillary Merrill. She's a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
She's one of my mom's closest friends.
Okay.
And she's like exactly like my mom, just very athletic and motivated. And she's a Hall of Famer in pickleball.
Okay.
And so she and my mom played, and they came down here one time and got me out on the court. And I was like, this is a stupid game. And I remember hitting an overhead as hard as I could, and it didn't go anywhere. And then I hurt my arm a little bit. And I'm like, I'm never playing that game again.
Stupid game.
And then a friend of mine, Mike Stahl, Dave Stahl, sorry, Mike is his brother.
Okay.
Who was also a champion pickleball player.
Yeah. Mike Stahl from Orange County?
Yes.
Yes, I know Mike Stahl.
Yeah.
Shout
They're
out to
great
Mike Stahl.
family.
Okay.
Great family. So his brother Dave asked me if I would play in a tournament in Santa Monica with him, a local tournament. And I was like, okay, let's go. So we play this tournament, and I don't even know how to keep score. I don't know the rules. I know to stay out of the kitchen. And I don't know how to dink. And we went in there, and I just banged it. I banged every ball.
Of course you did.
And we ended up winning. And
you were like,
then I didn't play for, like, I think another year and a half. And started playing, and then I got Beth and Natalie to start playing, and we started getting into it. And then, you know, Beth and I played a tournament in Las Vegas, and we went to Oregon. We played these tournaments, and we were playing like 4.0s and 4.5s. And we did well. We won. And then we just you know how pickleball is. Once you start, you get addicted, and you just can't stop playing, and you just want to get better. And you watch all of Simone's, you know, videos. And Callie Smith. Those are my two favorite. Callie Smith and Simone.
Outstanding.
They're great.
We just had Callie on the podcast. Yeah, she's amazing.
I love that little finger wag.
Yes. The Instagram reels. That's
love it. She's great.
Those are awesome. Very cool. All right. And then you're like, I'm hooked. I'm playing tournaments. I'm enjoying it.
Luckily, my kids are older.
Okay.
So if they were younger, no way I could be traveling.
Right.
Absolutely not with the little kids.
100%.
And so
timing.
And my husband's very supportive.
Nice.
And so I'm able to, I'm going to have a pretty full schedule this year.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to play as many APPs as I can.
Awesome.
And then I have the National Pickleball League, which is so much fun.
Nice.
Love that.
Awesome.
And so I am going to be very busy this year with pickleball.
Outstanding. Love it.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to take care of the car, you know, the machine, because you're going to play all these APPs and these NPL
I'm telling
events,
you,
right?
Yes, and I do. It's my life is much different with the way I take care of myself. Than if I wasn't playing pickleball.
Yeah. Oh gosh, right.
You know,
you
it
have
starts in as soon as I wake up. It starts.
Tell me about that. What's it like? You wake up. What's your routine?
Well, I just started stretching in the Morgan. Stretching in the morning. Thank you, Steve Dawson.
Okay,
Steve Dawson stretches every morning when he wakes up.
100%.
And also Natalie Shaw. She's another
senior pro.
Senior pro.
Yep.
I was staying at her house for the Chicago tournament.
Okay.
And my back was bothering me, and she told me what she does in the morning, and I'm like, okay, you know, Steve Dawson stretches too. So I started stretching in the morning.
Yeah. And
I think it's made a huge difference. So that's the first thing I do.
Nice.
And then right after that,
how much time do you spend stretching? Do you know?
Probably about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Probably about 15 minutes.
Yeah. Great.
And then I get my coffee.
Yes.
And I put my Sacred 7 mushroom powder in it.
Okay.
And I got to give a shout out to my doubles partner, Mary Helen Atkins.
Okay.
Because she was the one I saw, she would put it in her coffee when we roomed together during tournaments. I'm like, what is that? And she said, oh, it's mushroom powder and, lion's mane and chaga and I can't even.
It's okay.
There's
all these
so
five
many.
more.
I wrote it down. The shiitake.
Oh right.
the Ricci, all sorts of.
Yes.
And she told me it like helps with her focus and her immunity and all this. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start doing that. So and I have fun with all these things that I do because I've added so much stuff to my life, and it's just kind of like it's fun for me. It's like my toys. It's like I'm a little kid and I have all these toys that I play with every day.
I love it.
And so that's one of them.
I love it.
Putting that in my coffee so I'm feeling good.
Yep.
And then this is the most important thing that I do every morning, and it's for about 45 minutes, is I pray. I spend time with God. I call it coffee with God.
I love it.
And I will not start my day without doing that.
Brilliant.
Even if I'm on the road traveling and I'm playing in a tournament, I will wake up extra early because I need that time with God just to get centered, to appreciate, to love, and to just be so grateful for the life that I have.
I love it.
That's
great.
I'm just so fortunate. So I do that, and then I make my husband his breakfast, and now I eat breakfast. I used to not eat breakfast, but I need to because I would only drink coffee and then go do a workout or go play paddle tennis, and I'd be dying during the match. And I don't want to lose a match to anybody just because they ate something and they had fuel.
Your
and
gas
I don't.
tank's empty.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Too competitive for that.
I get it.
And so another thing I do in the morning, another one of my toys that I learned about from the APP, one of the pro tournaments, was the AG1, the athletic greens.
Your greens, yes.
Okay, so they had boxes there, and so I took a couple of boxes. And I started drinking it at home. And I thought, I'm going to try this every day in the morning. And I felt happier. I was in a better mood. Okay. And it has all these other benefits, but one benefit I really felt was I was happier.
Nice.
And I feel like I'm a happy person anyway, but this really
took it up a notch.
Yes,
Brilliant. Yes.
And it's got so many great. It's like a multivitamin. It is. And it tastes good.
Yes.
It tastes good.
Yes.
So and I have my husband. He's now drinking it too.
Good.
I put that with his breakfast,
awesome.
and then after that I am out the door, and I am playing on. I work out with a trainer, with a girlfriend of mine, twice a week. And then either after the workout with her, I either drill with her. Her name's Allison, Allison Garter. Shout out to her. She's fabulous. She is always available anytime I need to drill. And she's really, really good player. She doesn't play tournaments, but if she did, she'd be right there with everybody.
Wow, awesome.
But she just... is not into it. Yeah. So, but I benefit because after I do my workout in the gym, we go out and we drill.
Brilliant.
And then on Wednesdays, we have a live ball here.
Okay.
With Austin. You met Austin.
Yes, I did. Yep.
And he's great. He's fabulous, and he's so knowledgeable about the game. And I love when I'm playing because, each point he's telling you what to do, and then after what you didn't do right,
gotcha. Nice.
or what you did great,
nice. Yep.
So it's really it's that live ball, pickleball live ball is so much fun, and it goes by fast, and it's really fun.
Yeah,
so
agree.
I do that, and then I always I play 5 times a week, 5 or 6 times a week, and I either drilling or games.
Yep.
And actually, my sister Patty. Who she was a tennis player also, but she played volleyball in college. She's going to go out for the combine too, so I hope you meet her in Florida.
Yeah, we'll make that happen.
Yeah, and so she is practicing, so she's coming into town.
Oh, good.
On the weekends, and we drill intensely on one day, and then the next day we play games. I set up good quality games.
Yep.
So she's playing against really good people.
Nice.
And so we're doing that every weekend, I guess, until the combine. She's from San Diego, so she drives down.
Okay.
And she stays up at my mom's house,
nice.
who's really close. And so it's like a win-win. We get to, see my
family.
mom, who's 95.
Amazing.
So it's great. It's really great.
That works out really cool.
And
nice. That's a great rhythm. I like that. Do you find when you're drilling, like how much time is too much time, like when your body starts to get angry, or do you have like a sweet spot, or does it matter for you?
I think I like 2 hours.
Okay.
I like 2 hours.
Yep.
And then I'm done.
Yep.
I have noticed though, when I was playing a pickleball, my lower back was hurting me.
Okay.
And so I was trying all sorts of things, and I was going to Stretch Lab.
Okay.
And Cryozone.
Okay.
And I actually, one time my back, played here, had lunch, and was just sitting for an hour.
Yeah.
And I got up, and I'm like, I was like an old person. I couldn't get up, and I said, oh my gosh, you know what? I'm just going to hightail it up to Cryozone and see if it really works, even though I've been doing it.
Yep.
For a while. I was good about it. I haven't been that as good about it recently. And so I went, and it really made my back feel better.
There you go.
Have you ever done cold plunges?
Yep.
Okay, so they're probably better than.
All right. So what we were just talking about was cryo and cold plunge, and I was saying that with cold plunge is really good for inflammation, as long as you don't do it every day. More is not better. It taxes your nervous system, and you don't want to pump too much cortisol into your body in an attempt to calm down that inflammation. So, 3 to 4 times a week, take a day off, give a break, but don't go for, like, I've had friends who are like, oh, I'm doing like a 20-day cold plunge challenge. I was like, and let me guess how you felt after that. Were you completely fried? And they were like, yes. And I was like, because you fried your adrenals. It's too much of a good thing, like anything. Just like too much pickleball is a good, right? Too much cold plunge, same thing. So, but I love that you did cryo and you had a good experience with it on your back.
Oh, yes. And I think the stretching, and the Stretch Lab is so wonderful. If anyone's ever done it, you just lay there and someone stretches you. And it's so fabulous. You just tell them what you want stretched, and they do it. It's a little expensive, though, so you kind of feel like you're wasting money because you can do it on your own.
Right. It's almost like a spa treatment for athletes.
Oh, it is. It's really nice. I really enjoy that. And so I've done that, and massages too.
Yes.
And so I've been doing that's another toy.
Yes.
But I actually did just for Christmas. I bought it for myself from my husband for me for Christmas. Was the Venom 2?
Oh,
have you seen that
from Hyper Ice?
Hyper Ice. And I'll tell you, that thing is great.
Yeah.
It heats up, and it's got not too much, just enough vibration to get the blood to where it's supposed to go.
Yep.
And I saw Dan Granade, he's another senior pro, and he has a bad back, and he was wearing one.
Yep.
I thought, that's a great idea. So I got one,
nice.
And now I'm going to bring that to the tournaments with me. So, and then I have a Hypervolt. Of course, you got to have a every athlete has a Hypervolt. So I have all these toys.
Yep.
And it's so much fun. I have the toys, and then I have the subscriptions to Cryozone and to Stretch Lab.
Yep.
But the thing is, though, guys, you got to go do it.
Yeah, yes.
You can buy them, but you got to go do it.
The
so
subscription.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to go to Cryozone. It's so cold, and I have to make myself go.
Yes.
And then I say, okay, it's only 3 minutes.
That's right.
That's all I can do is 3 minutes,
That's
and then I do. They have those cryo. What are those? Cytomac?
I don't know.
The boots. I wrote that down too.
Oh, the compression boots.
The Normatec.
Normatec. Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
So they have those there also, and in my subscription, I get that for free. They throw it in there. So that's relaxing, and that feels really good. And I think that really helps.
Oh, 100%.
But even the AG, the athletic greens, they said that helps with inflammation too.
Yes, it does.
So everything that I've done has always been to help my my inflammation.
Last thing to talk about. So we just talked about some great different devices that you use. We've talked about some great practices that you do. Is there anything else you do on tournaments when you have
I also go to bed early. I like to get 8 hours sleep. I try, and I don't always, but I for sure go to bed before 10. I like to go to bed at 9 because it takes me a little while to get to sleep.
Yep.
And I like to wake up early because I like to be up 6 a.m.
Yep.
And it just, that might not be early to some people. Some people get up at 5, but I like 6 is a good time for me.
Nice.
So sleep is very important. Probably one of the most important things.
Absolutely. That's when your body repairs itself after exercises, during sleep, during rest, when your nervous system is totally calm. So got to have it. Where do people follow you online?
Oh, just on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
Anna Shirley.
Anna Shirley.
Anna Shirley.
All right.
Just look it up.
All right. Well, Anna Shirley, thanks for joining us on Pickleball Recovery.
Oh, well, thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun, and let's play some more pickleball.
Let's do it.
That was great.
Woohoo.
Okay. Thanks, Tim.
Thanks so much for listening. Did you know there's one place on the web for all your recovery needs? It's at www.pickleballrecovery.com. You'll find all the products I personally use and recommend, along with exclusive discounts on many of them, as well as my blog where I help you make sense out of all the different products and practices out there to keep you moving and feeling better so you play better. After all, your body is the most expensive piece of equipment you own. Also, do you want to know the #1 mistake picklers make that leads to increased pain, soreness, stiffness, and injury? Just head over to pickleballrecovery.com and download my free guide to playing with less pain and more enjoyment. Listen, pickleball makes us feel young at heart, but not young in body. So go download my free guide at www.pickleballrecovery.com. See you next time.